Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. It's great to have you with us. As always, Sean Hennessy here, bringing you the live play-by-play action on this beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Martinez, California. We're coming to you live from Alhambra High School, where today it's the 2013 North Coast Section Boys Division II Soccer Championship matchup. It's the number 4 seed, Concord Minutemen, taking on the number 3 seed, Campolindo Cougars. Let's go ahead and give you the starters. First for Concord High School, who comes into this matchup with a record of 15-5. Alex Hinosa, Andrew Zuniga, Yohai Balsuto, Raul Sepulveda, Evan Farmer, Adam Sadiki, Freddie Velasquez, Daniel Garcia, Edgar Perez, Andy Altamirano, and Emmanuel Jimenez. Keep your eye on Jimenez, the senior goalkeeper, considered by many one of the best goalkeepers or players in the North Coast section. Now for Campolindo, the Cougars, who come into this matchup with an overall record of 18-2. Jack Price, Gus Keeble, Kyle Gaffsey, Chase Corallo, Kian Mogsudina, Seth Kaufman, Preston Kilwine, Rodrigo Diaz Valdez, Ryan Dune, Mateo Notini, and Michael Samaniego. Those are the Campolindo Cougars with an overall record, very impressive, 18-2, led by head coach Shane Carney, the head varsity coach. On the flip side for Concord High School, Jorge Alfonso Munoz. Coach Munoz, 10 years under his belt at Concord High School, 5 of those years at the varsity level, as both teams now make their ways out onto the pitch as we get ready to start action here in Martinez, California. Temperature hovering around 58 degrees up here in Martinez, the East Bay of the San Francisco Bay Area. Concord players now taking a knee, going over their final strategy. The Campolindo side on the right side of your screen, arms over the shoulders of one another, going over their last-minute preparation. Campolindo wearing the all-white jerseys with the red lettering and the red shorts. Concord wearing the all-green uniforms with the yellow lettering. Concord is the higher-seeded team, or I should say lower-seeded team. They come in as the number 4 ranked team here in the D2 North Coast section, overall record of 15-5. Therefore, they are classified as the away team. They will be wearing the dark uniforms. They had to knock off Albany 5-0 in the opening round. I say had to knock off because that was their first opponent. Then they took care of Hercules in a tight matchup, 1-0. And then they knocked off the 8-seeded St. Mary's College 1-0. That game was at Concord High School. Campolindo in their opening round as a 3-seed took care of Pinole Valley. Then they knocked off Hayward by a final score of 4-1, and then they took care of the 2-seed heavy favorites Ignacio Valley in a thriller overtime victory 4-3. And here we are right now at Alhambra High School in Martinez, California, getting ready to kick things off live here on PlayOnSports.com. It's Concord and Campolindo, both teams now out on the pitch, getting ready to start the action live here on this glorious Saturday afternoon. Perfect weather conditions, light clouds overhead, plenty of sunshine, and how about the folks that are on hand here this afternoon to watch this matchup? A full packed house here at Alhambra High School as we're officially underway as we start the first half of action. Campolindo in control over across the far side of the pitch as they dribble the ball, now stolen away by a Concord defender, as the ball now rolls out of bounds across the far side of the field. Concord comes into this matchup, as mentioned, with an overall record of 15-5. Now, it's interesting to note, folks, that these two teams have not faced one another earlier on in the regular season, so both Coach Munoz and Coach Carney really kind of guessing in terms of what kind of strategy they're going to use for this particular matchup. Campolindo using 3 forwards in their offensive formation, if you will. On the flip side for Campolindo, or for Concord rather, they run a 4-4-2 offensive look. And when I spoke with Coach Shane Carney, he did mention that, Concord does a lot of movement. They are really a great compact defensive team. They put a lot of pressure on those offensive players at any given moment, and that's something that they need to focus on. And he did highlight that Emmanuel Jimenez of Concord is one of the better players in the entire North Coast section. He'll have his hands full this afternoon trying to stop that goalkeeper or trying to get around that Concord goalkeeper. As action resumes down towards the left side of your screen, the ball now kicked way back towards the right side of the pitch as it rolls out of bounds. Opening half here at Alhambra High School, no score. Roughly 38 minutes remaining in the opening half as the whistles blow. It will go in possession of Campolindo. Preston Kilwine in possession of the ball at the moment across the far side of the field as his offensive players march down from right to left. Concord moving left to right on your screen. Coach Munoz so proud of his Concord players, this being his 5th year as the varsity head coach, and a quick shot on net goes wide left as that shot taken rather quickly by Mogsudnia. His attempt no good. First shot on net for either team here in this first half. No score between Concord and Campolindo. This is Emmanuel Jimenez who boots it deep from the goalkeeper position out to midfield. Loose ball. Kilwine passes it backwards. Back up to Kilwine, stolen away by a Concord defender, that's Sepulveda, who then deflects the ball out of bounds along the near sideline. 7 sophomores on the Concord roster. Coach Munoz highlighted that he's looking forward to seeing those young sophomores progress throughout their high school career. And one of those star players that we can expect to see a lot of action from, Daniel Garcia, number 17 for Concord. Coach Munoz highlighted Garcia as one of those players that he really has a lot of respect for. One of those team leaders. The captains, of course, for Concord are Andy Altamirano, A.J. Munoz, and the goalkeeper, Emmanuel Jimenez. As action resumes across the right side of your screen, kicked away by Kyle Gaffsey. And Alex Hinosa boots it out of bounds as play resumes across the far side of the field. Campolindo trying to get 3 of their offensive players across the far side of the field. And how about that collision? Edgar Perez coming on strong and trying to force that ball back towards the middle of the field. It was a collision across the far side between Perez and Chase Corallo. Campolindo will line up with Rodrigo Diaz-Valdez, who will have an open kick opportunity as he waits for his offensive attackers to line up in front of the net. You see goalkeeper Emmanuel Jimenez telling his Concord defenders where to line up, and here we go. Valdez kicks it right in front of the net. Loose ball elevated about 20 yards in the air, still alive. Header action taking place, still loose in front of the Concord goalkeeper as it now is being pushed towards the right side. Valdez cannot control as the ball rolls out of bounds across the left side of the pitch. No score here at Alhambra High School. You're tuning into the North Coast Section D2 Boys Soccer Championship match. Shot on net, goes wide left. Heck of an opportunity right there. That shot taken by Rodrigo Diaz-Valdez. And I'm talking that one goes wide left. A spectacular showing of athleticism by Emmanuel Jimenez, the goalkeeper, just stretching out for that one as the ball goes wide left at the post. And Jimenez will now kick this one away from his goalie box. 34 minutes remaining in this first half. No score between Concord and Campolindo here on PlayOnSports.com. Sean Hennessy here with you, bringing the live play-by-play action. Campolindo 18-2 on the year, the favorite in this matchup as they come in as the 3 seed. Here's Concord now with really their first offensive push of the first half. Headed away by Velasquez. Headed back towards midfield. Concord maintains in possession. The Minutemen in the green jerseys traveling left to right on your screen. Campolindo in the white jerseys with the red trim moving right to left. As the ball is pushed out of bounds across the far side of the pitch. You can hear the fans starting to root on their teams here at Alhambra High School. Campolindo with a great showing from their fan base. Both teams relatively close to this particular field. Campolindo coming out of Moraga, California. Concord High School, based out of Concord, closer to the downtown Concord area, if you will. Campolindo with possession at midfield. This one will be booted away by Samaniego. Strong kick towards the near side of the pitch, still controlled by the Cougars. Kilwine passes it backwards. Now it's loose, and Concord will take possession. A loose ball. Velasquez, I beg your pardon, passes ahead. As Campolindo is able to steal it away. Sloppy passing by the Minutemen gives it back over towards the Cougars. Cougars looking to send that ball deep. They only have one player, and that's Valdez. Rodrigo Diaz-Valdez playing by himself, really towards the Concord defensive area. He's one of their leading scorers on the season, Rodrigo Diaz-Valdez. One goal on the year with 8 assists. The leading scorer for Campolindo, Preston Kilwine, with 11 goals on the year. Kilwine is also playing alongside Valdez, looking for any opportunity they can get as both teams really play a chess match right now, kind of feeling each other out. I guess you could use the boxing analogy here. No real offensive threat thus far. We're still early on in the first half. Only 2 shots on net, both of them coming by the way of Campolindo. One by Mog Sudnia, the other by Rodrigo Diaz-Valdez of Campolindo. Both those shots result in no goals. No score here at Alhambra High School. 31 minutes remaining in this opening half. Deep pass sent over towards the right side of the pitch. And now it's passed over towards the goalkeeper, Jack Price. Price with the ball in his hand, and he just boots it back towards the middle of the pitch. Sent deep. Action resumes across the far side. Kept in play. And now the officials signal it goes out of bounds. Concord's leading scorer on the year is number 23, Edgar Perez, with 6 goals. 13 total points, 1 assist. As the Concord defenders pass the ball around nicely, now they boot it towards midfield. Headed once, push from behind, no whistle called. Mog Sudnia was the culprit, if you will, and it looks like now the officials have indicated yes, he was pushed from behind. Mog Sudnia, the culprit. This will be a free kick opportunity at midfield for the Minutemen. Altamirano boots it deep, and that goes way out of bounds. He was looking towards the left side of the goalkeeper's box for a quick possible one-time opportunity. There was too much English on that ball, if you will, as it rolls out of bounds. Approximately 30 minutes remaining here in the opening half. No score at Alhambra High School. Price boots it towards the middle of the field. Strong kick by that goalkeeper. Easily 60 yards on that kick. No bounce either. As the ball is now pushed out of bounds along the near sideline. Campolindo playing out of the Diablo Foothill League. Concord playing out of the Diablo Valley League. Concord finished the year with a 7-4 record in league play. Campolindo finished with a 7-1 record in league play. As Campolindo gets a free throw towards the near side of the field. Kept in play by Zuniga of Concord. Campo trying to send, at this moment, 4 players just outside of that goalkeeper's box. Headed back towards the middle of the field and now kicked away. Nice defensive play by Edgar Perez just to boot that ball out towards the middle of the pitch. Kept alive. Siddiqui, nice dribbling move as he passes it over to his teammate, Altamirano. And it falls into the hands of goalkeeper Jack Price. He gives it a one hop and sends it towards the middle of the pitch as both players go up for it. That was Matteo Notini, who looked like he pushed from the backside of one of the Minutemen players. Concord will have possession, traveling left to right on your screen. 28 minutes remaining in this first half, no score. You're tuning into the 2013 North Coast Section D2 Boys Soccer Championship. No shots on net so far in this first half for Concord. Mogsudnia called yet again. You see the official walk over to him. He puts his hands up to signal 2, almost as if a warning, and then he gave the ejection signal saying, hey, look, if you do this again, you're going to be out. No yellow card flashed, no red card flashed. As that ball is rolled out of bounds, kicked sharply by Altamirano as it goes off a Campolindo defender. And we will have our first corner kick of the match. This favoring Concord. Corner kick will take place across the right side of the pitch in the near corner. It's a low dribbler in front of the net, still alive. And Mogsudnia just boots it away, and that one kicked far left of the goalkeeper's box. Out of bounds. Altamirano had the right foot action on it, but it goes too far out of bounds. And Jack Price will once again have an opportunity to boot it away. It was a low dribbling kick from the near corner on the corner opportunity. Concord had 3 offensive attackers just outside the goalie box, but could not execute. They do get their first shot on goal, however, but nothing to gain from it as we're tied at 0 here in this first half. 26 minutes remaining in this first half. Rodrigo Diaz-Valdez with an open kick opportunity as he sends the offensive attackers over towards the left side of the pitch. Once again, Campolindo with a opportunity to strike early. This one kicked right in front, headed away, and sent back towards the middle of the pitch. Great job by the Minutemen defenders, stacking the box, if you will, and not allowing any of those white jerseys to penetrate towards the goalkeeper. Campolindo throws in. Loose ball at midfield, headed once, headed twice, sent back deep. Perez in possession, passes to his teammate. Cougars now with some nice dribbling along the near side of the pitch. In control, this is Samaniego. Samaniego sends it back to Keeble. And Keeble boots it far across the other side of the pitch. Now it's being dribbled across the far side. Minutemen take possession. Freddy Velasquez passing it ahead. Zuniga giving it to his teammate Velasquez. Velasquez sends it across the far side. Over to Garcia. Garcia sends it backwards. And those Campolindo defenders not allowing anything to get past them. Playing with 3 defenders at all times back towards their goalkeeper as play resumes. And that ball will go softly into the goalkeeper, Emmanuel Jimenez. 24 minutes left to play here in this first half. No score. Minutemen with possession. Coach Munoz looking on with his hands on his hips. Action resumes at midfield, passed backwards to Sepulveda. Sepulveda being covered one-on-one by Mogsudnia, and Mogsudnia for a third time. Draws the attention of the official, and now he gets the yellow card. Campolindo fans boo. Concord fans erupt. I mentioned that was the third time that Mog Sudnia, I beg your pardon, drew the official's attention, and now he will head towards the bench. And replacing him is number 13, Will Simmons. So Mog Sudnia draws the yellow card. The senior player for Campolindo, he'll have to take a seat. It'll be a free kick around midfield for Concord. They have 3 players in front of the goalie box. Headed back out as Campolindo tries to push it away. The Minutemen apply the pressure, still loose. Altamirano trying to balance the best he can. He's being covered nicely by Kilwine. He was pushed from behind, and now the official will talk to Kilwine. Preston Kilwine trying to plead his case. The Minutemen will get a free kick along the near side of the pitch. 22 minutes remaining in this opening half. No score between Concord and Campolindo. That one booted straight at a Campolindo player. Deflected well over the goalkeeper, Jack Price. And Price will have a free kick from the goalkeeper box. There's a player down on the pitch now. If you're using the football field marker, the American football field marker, he's down around the 5-yard line, appearing to grab his right leg. Hopefully nothing too serious. It's an injured Minuteman who is now, thankfully, back up to his feet. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you are enjoying here this afternoon? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Price sends it deep towards the middle of the pitch. Loose ball. Concord sends it back. Altamirano tries to send it deep to his offensive attacker, Evan Farmer. Farmer with an opportunity, open look, and he scores! So there it is. Concord strikes first blood here at Alhambra High School, and it comes by Evan Farmer, who is able to dribble along the near side of the pitch. He gets past the defender and had an open look at the net. Goalkeeper Jack Price wasn't home. And now Concord leads this match 1-0. As the Minutemen sideline erupted, Coach Munoz going crazy for his Concord players. So give credit, Evan Farmer gets the first goal in this matchup. As Gaffsey tries to balance the ball along the near side of the pitch and ends up tripping over himself, limping now, it appears. Rodrigo Diaz-Valdez, number 11 for Campolindo, standing along the near side, sending his players deep. He'll have a free kick opportunity towards the Concord side of the field. 1-0 our score here at Alhambra High School. Just under 20 minutes remaining in this first half. And it's the 4 seed who leads the 3 seed early on. Valdez sends it deep, open look, a one-hopper right into the hands of Jimenez. Concord, it was a heck of a kick right there by Valdez, but nobody was in front of the net as it bounced once into the hands of Emmanuel Jimenez. The offensive attackers just got there a hair too late. As play resumes towards the middle of the pitch. Alex Hinosa heads it back towards the right side. Campolindo in the white jerseys traveling right to left. Concord in the all-green uniforms moving left to right on your screen. They lead 1-0 over the Cougars of Campolindo. This will be Valdez once again with a free kick opportunity. Kick nicely, but it goes right into the hands of Jimenez. Kick directly at him. He actually caught the ball at about eye level. Didn't have to move a whole lot for that one. Evan Farmer with the goal just a few moments ago. In this matchup, goalkeeper Jack Price came out of the goalie box and appeared to trip, if you will, or was just out of place as Evan Farmer had an open look. And here he is again, passing it to his teammate Zuniga in the far corner, and it rolls out of bounds near the corner. And the goalkeeper Price will just send this back towards the middle of the pitch. Great opportunity by Farmer. Once again, dribbling the ball nicely along the near side of the field. He saw his teammate Andrew Zuniga being covered one-on-one, but could not get that ball to move back towards the goalie box as play resumes. Concord really putting the pressure on now. And here's Farmer once again passing it to his teammate, but Price will catch the ball like a shortstop on the one hop. Adam Siddiqui was the green jerseyed player trying to chase down that ball. And you could just feel right now that Concord is really applying the pressure. Those defenders of Campolindo being caught off guard. The momentum right now favoring those folks wearing the green uniforms, as that ball is pushed out of bounds along the near side. Under 17 minutes remaining now here in this opening half. Whistles blow. Freddie Velasquez putting a lot of pressure on Seth Kaufman. He draws the whistle. Open kick opportunity for Valdez. Valdez will attempt to hook this from right to left, and his offensive attackers will try to charge the net. We'll see if he can get under this one, and he does. Headed away once, and the Cougars cannot capitalize on that opportunity. Valdez, with what had to have been at least his fourth open kick towards the front of the net. But the Minutemen doing a very nice job of stacking that box once again and not allowing any penetration towards the goalkeeper, Emmanuel Jimenez. Jimenez comes way out to about the 30-yard line of the football field here at Alhambra High School. He'll have an open kick opportunity. Sends it very deep. He has two attackers playing down the pitch. It goes off the post. Off the post by Altamirano. Andy had a look at it, gave it a strong right foot, but it goes off the post. Caught Jack Price off guard yet again. Altamirano with 4 goals on the year, looking for his 5th right there. And now Price will have an open kick from his goalie box as he sends it deep towards the middle. Approximately 15 minutes left to play now in this opening half. Concord defense stepping up big time. Yohai Basulto kicks it away, and he had Kilwine threatening on him right there. Here's a 3-on-2 opportunity for Campo. Batted down. Hinosa doing a nice job, still loose, as the Cougars send it towards the goalie box, easily into the hands of Jimenez. Best look right there for Campolindo. They had a 3-on-2. Caught that defensive front off guard. And here's an open opportunity for the Minutemen. Jack Price saves the day. The ball is loose as he runs back towards the goalie box. He came out a good 20 yards to get that one, as now the ball rolls out of bounds across the far side. Price came out a good 20 yards to bat that ball down. Farmer was there to try to tap the ball behind him as he was racing for the ball. Dangerous play by Price, but it goes in his favor as he's able to stop the threat. The Minutemen with a free throw-in across the far side of the field. Kick now towards the near side at dead middle. And this is Valdez. Posting up, great positioning, passing it to his offensive attacker, Kaufman, but that ball is too far in front of him. And the Minutemen send it back towards the Campo area. Chasing this down, Siddiqui across the far side of the pitch. Goes under a player, whistles blow. Chase Corallo draws the whistle. No yellow card. If you're just tuning in, Kian Mogsudnia drew a yellow card a few minutes ago. He's currently out of the matchup along the far side of the field on the Campolindo bench. Evan Farmer for Concord High School has the only goal in this matchup as the Minutemen lead the Cougars 1-0. Under 13 minutes left to play in this opening half. Campolindo chants coming on by the faithful of the Cougars. Hinosa looking for Siddiqui. Sloppy pass brings it out towards the middle of the field, but the Minutemen will hold possession. Play resumes across the far side. Hinosa with some nice dribbling. It's interesting to note that Evan Farmer came into this matchup with only one goal. I beg your pardon, no goals on the year. So he picks up his first goal in the 2013 North Coast Section D2 Championship game. He had 3 assists on the year, but he picks up his first goal on the season here in this championship matchup. As the ball rolls to the feet of goalkeeper Jack Price of Campolindo. Price, a junior goalkeeper. Don't have the official height weight listed, but easily over 6 feet tall as he hugs the near side post of the goalie box. Now he plays the middle. Here's the kick going well left. Price reaches up, bats it down with his right hand, still loose. Concord will send on the attack as it's hit high in the air. Still over in Campolindo territory. Loose ball, and now the Cougars have it. They're able to get rid of it, and here comes the offensive threat for the Cougars. Passed beautifully down the far side. Valdez heads it to his teammate. Chasing it down is Donay. Donay falls down. Coming in was Emmanuel Jimenez, the goalkeeper of the Minutemen. He trips him up, and the ball rolls out of bounds. Jimenez wearing that all-yellow goalkeeper uniform, doing a great job in putting on the pressure of Ryan Donay, coming in with a beautiful slide tackle, stopping that play and stopping the pressure. Campolindo had a really, really strong look. At least 3 offensive attackers marching down the pitch. And Jimenez came out of the goalie box and stopped anything from happening. Approximately 10 minutes remaining now in this opening half. 1-0 our score as Concord leads Campolindo, the 4 seed, on top of the 3 seed. As mentioned, Concord defeated St. Mary's College 1-0 in the semifinals to make it to this matchup. Campolindo defeated the favorite 2 seed, Ignacio Valley, in overtime 4-3. To make it to this game. As we see a lot of action taking place across the near side of the pitch, AJ Munoz pretty much tackled his opponent by the waist. No call by the official, no card displayed. Kaufman tripped up. And Edgar Perez draws the whistle. as Perez draws back and plays a little defense. And a yellow card is now given to Adam Siddiqui. Siddiqui complaining to the official, and the official brings out the yellow card. So now, both teams with a yellow card as Siddiqui heads towards the bench. One can only imagine what he said to the official. Francisco Vasquez will replace Siddiqui. So Siddiqui of Concord and Moraga of Campolindo each have yellow cards in this matchup. We'll let you use your wildest imagination. What Siddiqui said to the official, it had to have been something pretty worthwhile to draw the yellow card from the official. But as mentioned, Francisco Vasquez on the field now. As there's now under 8 minutes left to play in this opening half. The Minutemen lead the Cougars 1-0. Valdez putting on the pressure for Campolindo. A great one-on-one battle along the near side of the pitch. Ball's loose. Cougars have it. Passed beautifully along the near side. And here's an opportunity for Campolindo. The crowd really getting into it. As it rolls out of bounds, Cougars will have possession. This will be a corner. As Seth Kaufman will actually have a free throw in, I beg your pardon, no corner kick. Valdez will take a breather, and replacing him, now on the field, fresh legs coming in for the free throw. And as soon as we get a better look at that jersey number, we'll give it to you. That's Will Simmons. Will Simmons now checking in for Campo. His free throw right in front of the net, headed back into play. And the Minutemen should have an opportunity. A beautiful slide tackle by Gaffsey keeps it in play, but now the ball rolls out of bounds along the near sideline. The Cougars struggling to get the right amount of offensive attackers in front of the net. The defense of Concord just doing a better job here in this first half. Concord with more of a quick strike, if you will. Campo really trying to set things up, and it shows. As that ball goes out of bounds, way out of bounds, along the right side of your screen in the near corner. Concord attacker last touched it. Therefore, Jack Price of Campolindo will kick it away. Under 6 minutes remaining now in this opening half. Price sends it deep. Headed towards the Concord defenders. That's Will Simmons, fresh legs on the field for Campolindo, who's lined up as an offensive attacker. Nearly takes a cleat to the face as he's able to dodge the ball and the boot. Simmons passing it forward. Notini looking for the pass. Simmons double teamed in the far corner, and that ball rolls out of bounds. Last touch by a Minutemen defender. And this will be a corner kick for Campolindo. Appears to be Kaufman. Along the left side of your screen, on a line, still loose, and the Minutemen kick it away again. Phenomenal job by that defensive line. Heading the ball away and clearing the field are the Concord Minutemen. Defense doing a phenomenal job in this first half. Really helping out their goalkeeper, Emmanuel Jimenez. Official signals possession of the Minutemen. Down on the field now appears to be Andy Altamirano, who is in pain as he holds his right ankle, it appears. Moraga has now checked in to the game. He has a yellow card earlier on in this first half. He's now back into the game. He was trying to plead his case with the official. Probably not the best thing to do, considering he already has a yellow card. One more would get him out of the matchup. Open kick. Altamirano sends it in front of the net. Still alive. Campolindo defenders boot it back out. Minutemen offensive attackers send it in. Header on net, denied. Jack Price comes up clutch. My goodness, what a grab by the junior goalkeeper. Price really laying out for that one. Headed on net quickly, and he dives towards his left side. Whole body elevated, at least 3 feet off the ground, and stops that one from going in. As we now have just over 3 minutes left to play in this opening half. Concord with that deadly quick strike ability, and it's been on display in this first half. Campolindo on their offensive side, really more strategy, really more trying to set things up and send the right players towards the net. Concord on the flip side just seems to really capitalize at midfield. Once they get that ball, it is quick strike. They waste no time trying to get the attackers in front of the net. If they have an opportunity to dribble past the defenders on a quick one pass, they do it. And we saw it there just a few moments ago with the header opportunity on net that was denied by Jack Price. Free throw in for Campolindo towards Jimenez, the goalkeeper, kicked away by a Minutemen defender. Rolls out of bounds once again. This is Will Simmons with the free throw. Sends it deep. 3 offensive attackers, now 4 for Campolindo. Loose ball. Jimenez will take it on the one hop easily, and he chucks it along the near side of the field. Looking for his teammate. That's Munoz. Munoz has the ball stolen away. That's Gaffsey. Gaffsey trying to do anything in his power all by himself. And he's touched by a Minutemen defender. Whistle blown. Campolindo will have an open kick in Concord territory. Altamirano and Munoz will create that 2-person front line. This one sent deep. Jimenez punches it away with a strong right hand. Under 2 minutes left to play in this opening half. 1-0. Concord leads Campolindo. Concord in the all-green uniforms. Campolindo in the white jerseys. Red pants. Campolindo the 3 seed. Concord the 4 seed. This one sent on net and over the crossbar. Best opportunity of the first half. Ryan Donay with a shot on net. It goes just over the top. He wished he could have that one back. Had the right body positioning and directly in front of the goalkeeper at mid-net. But sent that one just a hair too high as it goes about a foot over the crossbar. Jimenez lines it up, and he'll send it deep. Whistle can blow at any minute here to signal the end of the first half, as the clock here at Alhambra High School has stopped at 2 minutes. As that ball rolls out of bounds across the far side of the field, providing the defensive pressure was Chase Corallo of Campolindo. Francisco Vasquez of Concord trying to post up and gain position. And Vasquez now will have the free throw in over in Campolindo territory. He'll now pass the ball off to his teammate. That'll be Andy Altamirano, one of the captains for the Minutemen. Sends it inside, headed back towards the far sideline. Crowd erupts as Richard Happy of Concord throws a shoulder into one of the white jersey players of Campolindo. Cougar fans didn't like it. Happy being a little angry on that play. No pun intended. Under 2 left to play in this opening half. 1-0 Concord. As Jack Price Comes well outside the goalie box. Boots it from the 10-yard line, and there's the whistle. That'll do it for the first half. We've reached halftime here at Alhambra High School. 1-0 is our score. Concord on top of Campolindo, coming by the boot of Evan Farmer. We'll take a short break, folks. When we come back, we'll kick off the second half live right here on PlayOnSports.com. You're tuning in to the North Coast Section Division II Boys Soccer Championship game. Welcome back to Alhambra High School here in Martinez, California. Sean Hennessy here with you as we get ready to start the second half of action in this 2013 North Coast Section Boys Division II Soccer Championship game featuring the number 4 seed Concord Minutemen taking on the number 3 seed Campolindo Cougars. And Concord with that 1-0 advantage in that first half. One goal coming by the foot of Evan Farmer, who was able to dribble down the near side of the field, traveled left to right, caught the goalkeeper, Jack Price, off guard. Unfortunately for Price, that ball took an awkward bounce, and Farmer easily punched it into the back of the net. And the Minutemen have that 1-0 advantage as we get ready to start the second half of action. Here at Alhambra High School, temperature around 58 degrees here in the North Bay, Northeast Bay, I should say, of Northern California, as both teams switch sides to start this second half. Campolindo traveling left to right now on your screen, wearing the white jerseys, red shorts. Concord Minutemen moving right to left on your screen, wearing the all-green uniforms, yellow lettering. Two yellow cards were given in that first half, one to each team. One went to Adam Siddiqui of Concord, the other, Kian Mogsudnia. Both players appear to be back on the field now as we resume action. Sepulveda throws it in, slips past one of the green jerseys, still alive, shot on net, rolls right into the chest of Price. We'd like to welcome all of you viewing in to our live coverage here of this North Coast Section Boys D2 Soccer Championship game. An exciting first half that went in the favor of the Minutemen, as we see an opportunity for Concord stolen away as the goalkeeper Jack Price comes way out of his box once again. We've seen him do that a couple times early on in that first half. If you want to describe the style that we've seen in this first half, really it's been Concord who's been more opportunistic in terms of their offensive threat. And here we see a yellow card given on the illegal slide tackle to Francisco Vasquez. So Vasquez picks up a yellow card. He'll head towards the bench. And replacing him will be Renee Gill as Gill checks in. Vasquez actually replaced Siddiqui with a yellow card. And he draws one of his own. So he'll catch a breather. But going back to that last notion, Concord really the more opportunistic team as described by my camera operator, Hans Webb, who really highlighted the speed of Concord. Just being at the right place at the right time. Campolindo on the flip side really trying to strategize and set up their attacks, but it has not gone in their favor. Can they do so right now? As Valdez passes it across the far side of the pitch and it rolls out of bounds. He was looking for his offensive attacker, Notini, as the ball slips just past in front of him. 1-0 our score. The Minutemen on top of the Cougars, the 4 seed on top of the 3 seed. Last year's D2 champion, Bishop O'Dowd. In 2011, it was Campolindo, and in 2008, it was Campolindo. So in recent times, Campolindo with 2 boys soccer titles. Concord searching for their first. And I'm sure head coach Jorge Alfonso Munoz, in his 10-year tenure with Concord, 5 of those 10 years at the varsity level, would like nothing more but to bring a North Coast section title to Concord High School. His boys lead this soccer matchup rather, if you will, 1-0. A narrow playing field, and I know I've been referring to it as a pitch for those of you that are more familiar with the European language of this soccer game, but the playing field, if you will, is very narrow at Alhambra High School. The fences, the bleachers, the concrete really compressed along all the edges. Not your normal soccer layout, if you will, as Jimenez lets the ball roll all the way to his feet. Takes his time. But that was one of the first topics that head coach Shane Carney of Campolindo and I discussed, was this type of field. It's an artificial surface here at Alhambra High School. Way off in the foreground, you even might see the baseball diamond across the way. That's entirely artificial. Even the infield dirt and the pitcher's mound. Everything on this playing facility, artificial and very narrow, as that shot on net goes wide right. That one taken by Seth Kaufman. But these players, you'd have to imagine, just not used to such a compressed field of play. As that ball is loose once again, Jimenez comes way out, loose in front of the net, headed away. Headed away at the last second, and saving the day was Yohai Basulto, who came in place for Jimenez, who stepped out of the goalkeeper box. And you know Jimenez gave Basulto a tap on the shoulder saying, hey, thank you very much for saving that one. The corner kick goes way too far. Too much power by Kilwine as he sends it deep. Frustrated as he drops his head and heads back towards the middle of the pitch. Jimenez lining up now for the goalie kick. Just under 34 minutes left to play in this second half. 1-0 Concord. Loose ball, taken advantage of now by Campolindo. Corralo sends it towards Jimenez, and it goes well out of bounds behind the goalkeeper. And it should be noted that Campolindo, to start this second half, has really kind of flipped the script. They are the ones providing the pressure early on now in this second half. Changing strategies, perhaps. Head coach Shane Carney. They had a lot of attention from the officials to start that second half, as we have a quick substitution for Concord. Catching a breather is Renee Gill, and checking back in is Adam Siddiqui, who had that yellow card earlier on in the first half. Here's Siddiqui, who sends it forward. Jack Price will counter and boot it back towards the middle of the field. Concord with just one offensive attacker, and that's Frano Castro by himself, but now joining him is Siddiqui. Siddiqui cannot dribble past the defender. The official signals possession to the Minutemen. Campolindo now backs up their defenders. Open kick here for Andy Altamirano, the captain, or one of the captains for Concord at midfield. Sends a nice high kick towards the left side of the goalie box into the hands of Price. Siddiqui and Velasquez were there for the header. Didn't get much power behind it. And here come the Cougars, with 5 offensive attackers on hand for that try, and the Minutemen just send it back deep. They had 5 offensive attackers on 4, with a man-up advantage towards the right side of your screen. Could not execute. Farmer dribbling to his teammate, Altamirano. Back over to Farmer. Farmer with the only goal in this matchup. The Campolindo fans furious as they see Chase Corralo fall down to his face. No foul committed, no card drawn as play resumes. Farmer all by himself, sends it back towards the middle, gives it to his teammate Altamirano as it goes out of bounds. Last touch by a Campolindo defender. And this will be a corner kick. Corner kick on the left side of your screen in the near corner. Andy Altamirano will take the try. He sends a low dribbler right in front of the net. And it actually goes out of bounds along the baseline. It went out of bounds just shy of the near side post. He was looking for his teammate, Frano Castro. As Price sends it deep. Under 30 minutes left to play in this second half. 2013 North Coast Section Boys D2 Soccer Championship game. Concord, the 4 seed. Campolindo, the 3 seed. As Jack Price takes the ball right into his hands. Sends it back deep for his offensive attackers. He has 3 white jerseys down the pitch. Loose ball across the far side, sent back over to one of the Minutemen. That's Farmer. Farmer dribbling nicely to Altamirano. Altamirano being double teamed off the foot of Kyle Gaffsey. Gaffsey signaling to his defenders to back up a little bit. Free throw-in opportunity for the Minutemen. And this will be Adam Siddiqui. Gives it over to his teammate Velasquez. Back to Siddiqui. Siddiqui and Vasquez for Concord. Both players with a yellow card. As that one goes off the mug of Preston Kilwine. Stunned by that shot back to his face. He appears to be okay. Dazed a little bit as Jack Price comes out of the goalkeeper box once again. And charging hard on net was Frano Castro. Nearly collides with Jack Price. As the ball is sent back towards the far side of midfield. Price had that amazing stop towards the latter portion of that first half. A header was sent towards his left side, and he dove at least 3 feet up in the air and got his whole body elevated to stop that shot earlier on in the first half. He only had 1 goal slip by him. And now he's hoping his Campo players can tie this one up with an equalizer. And the official blew his whistle and says there was a foul committed by Campolindo. The Minutemen will have possession. Jimenez, quick to boot. He sends it down the pitch, and it's headed out of bounds. Campolindo fans frustrated on the call. Minutemen fans love it. Siddiqui with the free throw in, looking for his teammate Altamirano. Altamirano tripped up, I beg your pardon, that's actually Castro. Castro tripped up, and the whistle was blown. No card given. As we see Kyle Gaffsey arguing with the official. Some pushing and shoving going on now across the left side of the field. The last thing that you want to see. And the official now trying to separate the players. And that was Adam Siddiqui and Kyle Gaffsey who were pushing one another. Some words being shared. No punches thrown. Just a verbal confrontation, it appears. We saw 1 shove. That was between Kyle Gaffsey and Adam Siddiqui. Play resumes. Shot goes towards the left side of the post. Minutemen try to send it back, and Jack Price recovers. Minutemen applying the pressure now as Farmer comes in and pushes from the back, and here it comes. He's going to draw the yellow card, and there it is. Evan Farmer clearly pushed a white jersey from the rear, and Farmer draws a yellow card, so there are now 3 Concord players with yellow cards: Farmer, Siddiqui, and Vasquez. Farmer will take a seat. And replacing him is Renee Gill. Fresh legs on the pitch for the Minutemen as Price comes out of the goalie box and sends it deep. Push from behind by a Concord defender will give Campolindo a free kick opportunity. Emmanuel Jimenez, the goalkeeper for Concord, hugging that near side post, giving the last minute instructions to his defensive line in front of him, as Concord will line up 4 green jerseys around the 5-yard line of the football field here at Alhambra High School. Taking the open kick is Preston Kilwine. Kilwine trying to adjust his offensive attackers. Kilwine shoots directly for the goalkeeper, and it goes off the football crossbar. It goes off the actual upright, well high. Under 24 minutes left to play in this second half. 1-0 Concord. Jimenez, strong right foot out to the middle of the field to his teammate Altamirano. Loose ball sent back deep. Now it's going to be a foot race. Renee Gill has it stolen away. Ryan Donay passing it towards the middle to his teammate Kilwine. Kilwine passing it backwards to Valdez. And that's headed back by Andrew Zuniga on the defensive stop. Rodrigo Diaz Valdez across the far side has it in Concord territory. And he will actually take a breather as head coach Shane Carney opts for a substitution. Here's the throw in. Jimenez comes way out, and it works in his favor, as Velasquez just kicks that towards the near sideline, but directly at midfield. No shot on net for Campolindo. Corallo with the throw-in, over to Kilwine. Kilwine trying to gain position. Whistle blown. And Preston Kilwine draws the whistle. Minutemen will take over. Jimenez, the goalkeeper, will send this one deep. 4 green jerseys down the left side of your screen. Loose ball in the air as Renee Gill takes an over-the-shoulder shot with his left foot on the net. It goes well wide. And Jack Price will now get a free kick from the goalkeeper's box. Evan Farmer with the only goal in this matchup. First goal on the season for Farmer. As the action now takes place directly at mid-pitch. Campolindo defenders sending it from left to right. Concord in the green jerseys traveling right to left on your screen. Preston Kilwine, the leading scorer on the year for Campolindo. I mentioned this earlier on in the first half with 11 goals. And according to our unofficial statistics here in the booth, only 2 shots on net here this afternoon. One most recently on the open kick opportunity about 25 yards outside the goalkeeper's box, and it went just high of the crossbar. Valdez dribbling across the far side, being covered one-on-one by Velasquez.
I love you, Chase Carollo!
Under 20 minutes to play now here in this second half. The throw in by the Cougars, headed away by the Minutemen. But Campolindo holds on to that offensive threat. They'll send one man from the far side. That's Mogsudnia. Sends it center. Header opportunity goes just high. And that was Kilwine. Kilwine with another chance, and it goes just high. A great centering pass from his teammate, Kian Mogsudnia. Just too much power as it goes just past the crossbar. Swing and a miss by one of the green jerseys of Concord. Gives Campolindo possession. They hold on at midfield. They now send it deep. And this will be Hinosa. Takes the action towards the right side of the pitch in the near corner. Thrown in now. And here's Carallo. Carallo tries to send a strong boot towards the net. It goes wide. And you can just see on your screen, referencing back to my point about this narrow playing field or narrow pitch, you have these walls, these surroundings that are so compressed. These players trying to adjust to this awkward style of playing. As Preston sends a shot on net, headed away by his teammate, Matteo Notini, who gave it a whirl with the header, but it goes wide. Injured Campolindo player now down inside the goalie box of Concord. And no doubt this will add to injury time a little bit later. Injured player now back up to his feet, and that appears to be Gus Keeble. Keeble back up to his feet, being assisted by 2 players. And now the official signaling perhaps that Keeble needs to come out. Head coach Carney will bring in a different player, and that is Will Simmons. Simmons checks in. And Keeble will catch a breather. Under 17 to play here in this second half. Enrique Loza takes a seat for Concord, and replacing him will be Daniel Garcia, number 17, in the green jerseys. Fresh legs as Garcia chases down the ball, but it's sent back towards the far side. Campolindo and Gaffsey. Gaffsey dribbling nicely, passing it to his left. That's Valdez. Valdez sends it middle. Ball is still loose, swatted away by a green jersey. And here comes the speed of the Minutemen as Castro passes it far side to Garcia, and it goes out of bounds. Too much power on the pass from Castro to Garcia. Free throw for the Cougars. 4 seed on top of the 3 seed here in this second half. 1-0 in favor of Concord. Concord with a centering pass on net. Jack Price denies it. Looking for Castro was Daniel Garcia, but too much power behind that centering pass right into the hands of Jack Price. Loose ball at midfield, send back by Gaffsey. Campolindo appears to be in control. Nice pass along the near side to Kaufman. Kaufman centering it inside, it goes just left. Jimenez caught off guard. J.J. Gabrielson, haven't called his name all day. As Gabrielson puts a little bit of English on that one, and it goes just wide of the left post. My goodness, that was close. And we'd like to remind you that Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. And going back to that last opportunity by J.J. Gabrielson, that ball went just wide of the left post, caught Jimenez off guard as play resumes down on midfield. Injured player down on the field for a moment was Frano Castro, grabbing his knee, but he appears to be okay as he now plays back on defense at mid-pitch. Campolindo trying to control possession, passing it nicely, but it falls into the foot of Kilwine. Kilwine trying to battle for possession. It goes out of bounds. And he now pushes a green jersey player as Gill and Kilwine have some words with one another. The official now talking with both players, Gill and Kilwine. They separate. Just over 13 minutes left to play here in this second half. Free throw in, header on net, goes wide once again. That time it was Ryan Donay who puts his hands on his head in frustration as his shot goes just wide. His second opportunity here in the match. There will be injury time added towards the end of this half. So keep that in mind. If you're tuning in, the scoreboard here at Alhambra High School shows 12 minutes, 32 seconds. But there will be stoppage time added towards the end. Gabrielson trying to dribble between two green jerseys. Has it stripped away. And a blatant throwdown by Andrew Zuniga will draw a yellow card. So Zuniga, Farmer, Sadecki, and Vasquez. A foursome of green jerseys now with yellow cards. And that means Zuniga will have to take a seat. Replacing him will be number 14, Francisco Vasquez, who also has a yellow card. Head coach Jorge Alfonso Munoz gambling a bit here. This shot on net, punch down. Jimenez didn't appear to get a hand on it. It looked like it was headed away. And now it rolls out along the near side. Will Simmons with the free throw opportunity from concrete to artificial turf as he rushes in. Jimenez punches it back towards the middle. Green jerseys send it towards the left. And now it's stripped away. We're going to have a 3-on-1. Here come the Minutemen. This is Happy. Richard Happy knocked down. And there's a yellow card given to Campolindo. He was pushed down. Will we have a free kick? We'll wait and see. Chase Corallo draws the yellow card. He'll take a seat as fresh legs run onto the field for Campolindo. And that will be Matteo Notini replacing Corallo. Corallo on towards the bench. From the 10-yard line here at Alhambra High School, Concord will send Andy Altamirano on for the kick. The defensive line starts to form. 4 white jerseys. Now, Velasquez now takes the kick. No, Altamirano swatted away. A strong right hand by Price. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Price traveling from his right to left. That ball had some hook on it. How did he stop that one? Diving with his right hand. A phenomenal showing of athleticism. As play resumes, the corner kick goes off the side of the net, and Campolindo will have possession. An unbelievable display of athleticism by the goalkeeper, the junior, Jack Price. A phenomenal stop. Play resumes towards the middle of the field. As mentioned, stadium clock is unofficial at this point. It shows 9 minutes remaining in the second half. Stoppage time will be added. Kilwine with the free throw in. Now he puts the ball back down on the pitch. A different white jersey player will take the throw in. This will be Simmons. Simmons jogging towards the right side of your screen. 7 white jerseys in front of the net for Campolindo. Jimenez bats it down yet again. Using his length, using his height, stretching, and swatting that ball away. Corner opportunity, swatted down yet again. Goalkeeper Emmanuel Jimenez all over the place. Another corner kick try. And you could feel Campolindo trying to hurry as Kilwine sends it far corner. And that's kicked well over the crossbar by Campolindo. Another opportunity cut short for the folks in white jerseys. As Jimenez sends it back towards the middle. Seth Kaufman grabbing his foot. Appeared to be injured, but shakes it off. Play resumes. Push from behind by Raul Sepulveda. Will give it over to Campolindo. They have the ball directly at midfield. This will be a send-in by Valdez. Towards the left side of the goalie box. It rolls out of bounds. Mogsudnia chases after. He will have a corner. Under 7 to play. Mogsudnia lining up. Simmons hustling in. Trying to utilize that height. Loose ball. Jimenez has it. You can feel the Campolindo side really putting a lot of stress on trying to hurry up and get those formations lined up on the corners. Not taking their time, really trying to speed things up in this second half. They trail 1-0. They are searching for that equalizer. Altamirano dribbling across the far side. Triple teamed. Trying to get out of there. And they're going to say the ball went out of bounds across the far side. Can Concord hold on? Evan Farmer with the only goal in this matchup. Loose ball in front of the net. Quick turnaround shot denied. Jimenez easily in control. Kian Mogsudnia slapping his forehead in frustration. That being his second shot on net, nothing to show for it. Under 5 minutes to play now here in this second half. Stripped away. Richard Happy draws the attention of the official, and Campolindo will take over. Happy frustrated. Thought he had a nice defensive move and a possible 2-on-1 opportunity. Instead, the officials signal the play dead, and now Jack Price will boot it from left to right. Sends it deep, looking for a white jersey. Headed back into the hands of Jimenez. Jimenez now down on the field, holding his legs in pain. It looked like a white jersey may have clipped him as he was going up in the air, searching for the ball. Fans on their feet here at Alhambra High School. Packed house for this North Coast section boys D2 soccer championship game. And I mean everyone on their feet, as we now have under 4 to play in this second half with stoppage time to come. Chase Corallo, who has a yellow card, lines up for the free throw-in. Four green jerseys back on the defensive side for Concord. Just trying to swat anything in front of them and send it away. Concord at this point just trying to hold on to that slim 1-0 advantage. Strong throw-in, headed away by a green jersey, now sent back into the foot of a Campolindo player. Farmer trying to battle for position. Whistle blown, push in the back, possession Campolindo. Eight white jerseys in front of the goalie box for the Cougars. Headed towards the far side. Still in play. Sent back towards the middle of the pitch. And that one sent strong down the field by Farmer. Back towards the goalkeeper, Jack Price. Price back in the middle of the field. Campolindo now, a sense of urgency really picking up strong as the Concord defenders just try to send anything back in their direction. Stolen away yet again. The Minutemen defense, really a focal point in this matchup. The defenders doing a phenomenal job of boxing out the offensive attackers and stopping any type of threat in this matchup. Under 2 to play here in the second half. Clock shows 2 minutes. It will not count down. Time will now be kept by our official. 1-0 Concord. Can they hold on? Fans on their feet. Whistles blow. Concord searching for their first ever North Coast section boys soccer title. Campolindo did it in 2011 and in 2008. Concord wants a piece of the pie. Can they hold on? Candy Altamirano, He sends a chip shot in front of the net. Headed, still loose. Price comes out. Shot on net is in! And that's Farmer for a second time. Evan Farmer in the right place at the right time for a second time. Jack Price actually came out and nudged him, but fell forward. Farmer was in the right offensive position to take the strike. But the goal now does not count. We're receiving word the goal did not count. It appears that Farmer was offsides, preliminary celebration, if you will, but the goal does not count. As Farmer was running towards midfield, celebrating with his teammates, the official came over at the last second and said no goal. It appears that Farmer was offsides. As play resumes, we are on officials' time now. At any moment, the whistle can blow as the score remains 1-0 in favor of Concord. Goalkeeper Jack Price will now run out of his goalie box, and he'll come on as an offensive attacker. This is it for Campolindo. Can they finish it? Swatted away by Concord. Price chasing it down. He'll try his best just to send it over towards the far side of the field. It goes out of bounds. Green jerseys will now try to sprint on and control the clock. Farmer just dribbling, killing as much time as he can. Strong boot on net, send back over in Price's direction. He'll have to get rid of it quickly because we are now on officials' time. Price with a weak kick from net, headed out of bounds by Notini. And the Concord sideline can feel that whistle. They are waiting for it, and there it is. Here comes the celebration. It's over. Concord defeats Campolindo, the 4 seed, knocks off the 3 seed by a final score of 1-0. And the Concord Minutemen are your 2013 North Coast Section D2 Boys Soccer Champions. Well, congratulations to both these squads. A fine performance here this afternoon, but in the end, it was the defensive play of the Concord Minutemen that held strong. And Evan Farmer's lone goal stands strong as the Minutemen defeat the Cougars of Campolindo 1-0. Folks, stick around in just a few moments. We will have our PlayOnSports.com post-game show, along with our announcement of our PlayOnSports.com player of the game. That's all coming up in just a few moments here on PlayOnSports.com. Final score, 1-0 as Concord defeats Campolindo to become the 2013 Boys Division II North Coast Section Soccer Champions. We'll be right back.
We can get a player up here.
Ah, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
What a finish here at Alhambra High School in Martinez, California this afternoon. The Concord Minutemen knock off the Campolindo Cougars to become the 2013 North Coast Section Division II Boys Soccer Champions. Sean Hennessy here with you. Welcome to the PlayOnSports.com post-game show as both teams are now down on the field for the awards ceremony. Campolindo players frustrated, played a heck of a matchup. Most of the time it was on the defensive side, but they should not hang their heads too much with an impressive record coming into this game at 18-2. They will finish the year 18-3 and fall just shy of the ultimate goal in reaching the NCSD2 Soccer Championship. That goes to Concord, the 4 seed. How about that? The 4 seed in the boys D2 bracket here in the North Coast section. If you go all the way back to February the 13th, Concord defeated Albany 5-0. And then on Saturday, February the 16th, they knocked off Hercules 1-0. And then on Wednesday, February the 20th, they took care of St. Mary's College 1-0. And so here they are for the 3rd straight game, escaping with a 1-0 victory over Campolindo to capture the North Coast Section Boys D2 soccer title. And it came by the foot of Evan Farmer, who picked up his first goal on the season. What better way to do it than in a championship game? A great showing by the defensive unit of Concord, really fighting for possession throughout the entire matchup and winning those battles, forcing Campolindo into a slow offensive pace. And on the flip side for Concord, they were the ones primarily on the attack for the entire matchup. Our PlayOnSports.com player of the game, well, who else? It's our lone goal scorer, number 8, Evan Farmer, capturing our PlayOnSports.com player of the game honors. His goal came back in the first half. On a lucky bounce, it pulled goalkeeper Jack Price out of the net, and he was able to easily nudge it in for a score. And that was the only goal in the matchup. Price had a heck of a game. The goalkeeper for Campolindo, the junior goalkeeper, he had 2 phenomenal saves. One in the first half, one in the second half. The one in the second half on the corner kick, or I beg your pardon, on the free kick opportunity that had a little bit of spin on it, traveling right to left, a hook shot, if you will, forced Price to dive to his left and punch the ball away at the very last second. His body literally came into frame at the last second. So he's got a lot to look forward to. The kid's an athlete. Campolindo should be proud. Only a junior. We'll see what he can do next season. Jack Price, the goalkeeper of Campolindo. But at the end of the day, it's the Concord Minutemen who stand tall. The boys in the green jerseys and head varsity soccer coach Jorge Alfonso Munoz. 10 years at Concord High School, 5 years with the varsity program, and Concord picks up their first North Coast Section soccer title as a 4 seed. The number 1 seed, Acalanes, was knocked off by St. Mary's College. The number 2 seed, Ignacio Valley, was taken care of by Campolindo. And of course, right here today, the 3 seed, Campolindo, taken care of by Concord, 1-0. What a finish for the North Coast section. And we'd like to remind you that we'll have live coverage of basketball from around the country in March as we hit the section and state championships. March Madness will reign around California and beyond as we bring you action from one end of the country to the other. Join us in March for championship basketball coverage, brought to you by your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. And we'd like to even send that message one step further for those of you tuning in to this afternoon's soccer coverage later this evening. In the North Coast section, we'll also have wrestling coverage to bring you down at Newark Memorial High School along the East Bay. We'll have the North Coast section wrestling championships That will kick off later this evening around 6 p.m. here on the West Coast. If you're just tuning in, this is the PlayOnSports.com postgame show. Sean Hennessy here with you, wrapping up this afternoon's action here at Alhambra High School in Martinez, California, where the Concord Minutemen have defeated the Campolindo Cougars by a final score of 1-0. The lone goal coming by the foot of Evan Farmer. Should note that we thought for a moment Farmer almost picked up his second goal towards the end of the second half. It was waved off by the official. Offsides called. He started to celebrate a little bit too early, but at the end of the day, it really didn't matter. The Concord defense held strong. They allowed their all-star goalkeeper, Emmanuel Jimenez, to do his job. Jimenez, lengthy goalkeeper, swatted down plenty of action that came his way this afternoon, using his punching ability to move balls out to the outside. Did a phenomenal job as the goalkeeper here today. Jimenez, a senior, walking out from this game with a North Coast Section soccer title. Must feel good for the boys in green as they are now being awarded their championship trophies, their medals. Sideline celebrating a great moment here for the Concord Minutemen. Folks, that's going to do it for our live coverage here at Alhambra High School. I'd like to thank my producer, Brad Youngquist, and my camera operator, Hans Webb, for helping me out this afternoon. I'm Sean Hennessy, saying thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, final score, Concord 1, Campolindo 0. The Minutemen are your 2013 North Coast Section Boys Division II Soccer Champions. We'll catch you next time right here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Bye-bye.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.